Yeah, I think something that I'm constantly trying to practice is to not fuel the fire. Like if you wake up one day and you're just being super negative, just don't throw more kindling into the fire. Don't be like, yeah, you're right. Like it's just let it do its thing, and you'll notice that the mind will just go through its phases a lot more quickly, as opposed to you just like throwing more tension on the tension and just feeding it and feeding it. And that's what happens to a lot of people during their down moments, is that they start believing this like sort of silly self-analysis that happens when you don't feel good, and then all of a sudden you're like, everything good that I've done is actually not good, it's bad, it sucks, and you just start spiraling. But when you can honor the fact that you're just like, wow, I don't feel good right now, my mind is saying wild things, let me just treat myself patiently through this day, let me like activate my support systems, like if I don't feel good, I'll make sure to let my wife know, and if she doesn't feel good, she lets me know. And in that way, we can, ask each other, what type of support do you need? And if there's like, oftentimes any sort of emotion will want company. Like, if you're happy, you're experiencing joy, you want to like, help other people also experience that type of joy. But if you feel sad, you're really going to want to make other people feel sad with you. And oftentimes that'll look like jumping through these mental hoops and becoming really illogical, and you're like, oh, this tension is actually your fault, like let me figure out how it's your fault in some way. But when you're aware that when you're moving through a down moment, you can let the people around you know, and you'll be able to move a little more peacefully, and just like take some things off of your plate that day if you can, so that you can just let yourself breathe.